Hey everyone, Simon here. I hope you're well and having a great day. As you can see, this is normally the time that I upload a video, but I'm quickly recording this one to show you what I'm buying in the Steam Summer Sale. These are very personal to me, off of my wish list. They're going to be random. I'll then show you where you can find Steam historical lows and other places to find good content, and I'll shout out some of the games that I think are worthwhile looking into. And quick overview of what's coming up on the channel in July. So starting off, we've got FMV Adventure Games with Jack's Ring, 90% off. It's an old school FMV game. I love these. I think they age terribly, but are so hilarious to play. Very much a personal guilty pleasure. 90% off. Pianistic is 90% off as well. It's a rhythm action game where you play one hand keyboard, one hand mouse to like tap out jazz tunes like you're playing a piano. Blatantly looks like it's been made for touchscreen though, so I'll wait to see how that comes out. But 90% off and 39p, worth giving a bash. Mega Race 2, and I've also got Mega Race 1 in my box as well. You know what I mean, basket. These are old 1990s FMV tarnished racing games, so they weren't good at the time. But, I mean, I'm just looking at that screenshot and expecting world-class acting and everything to come with it. But 39p, I'm worth paying 39p for to have a proper good laugh. And this is going to be good videos upcoming for the channel. I mean, looking forward to it. Much more seriously now, 75% off Crystal Crisis. So this is a puzzle fighter style game. I've only heard great things about it. It's never been discounted on the UK PSN store, so I thought, you know what, I'm getting annoyed with PlayStation as it is. It's come back to PC, 75% off. Yes, please, thank you very much. Anton Ball Deluxe is 50% off. This is a breakout game that has been turned into a 4-player platformer arena brawler. So mashing up all of the genres. I've only heard great things about this as well, and it's actually quite challenging and good fun. Looking forward to getting stuck in. Also 50% off, and I'm not sure if I'm going to grab it yet, is Total War 3 Kingdoms. I've never played a Total War game, but if I was going to pick one, I love the Asian aesthetic and ancient China and kind of getting into all that kind of historical mythology, I guess. You can buy the whole collection, which is 40% off, but I don't feel like I'm convinced enough to lay down that kind of cash. But if I'm feeling very frivolous, at 50% off, I'm sure it's been at this price before, but I've now got a PC that can manage it, so now is the time, potentially. 50% off as well is Best Friend Forever. I'm not normally a visual novel fan, but I really did like Dream Daddy, and this gives me Dream Daddy vibes because it's basically owners and their dogs on dating apps. So, love me a doggo, gotta be had. Encodia is also 50% off. This is a point-and-click adventure from a sci-fi setting. I've heard great things about this game as well. When it came out, I was surprised at its initial price point, and now I feel like it's dropped down to something where I feel comfortable buying it at. I didn't feel like this was a £22 game, but I couldn't tell you necessarily why. Very strange. But you know, when you just look at something and you go, no. That was the case. But £11, yes. Democracy 4 is also 50% off. Indeed, is the whole franchise. So if you've never played one of these political simulators before, Democracy 4 is probably the best place to start. It might be less of an upsell for you if you've already got Democracy 3, because this is still in early access, and it seems to be a lot of UI changes rather than actual political systems changing in this game so far. But the dev is super active. He does blogs pretty much every week telling you what he's changed and what he's done. And I follow him on Twitter and he's a good laugh. So, yay, Democracy 4. One more FMV adventure for the road, Dark Side of the Moon, 50% off. This has got quite a few of the actors that have come across from Contradiction, which is one of my favourite FMV games of all time, because it was knowingly sending up the genre. And this gives me the impression it's doing the exact same thing. So I'm excited. I mean, look, overact, sir. Do it. He's hilarious. I'm looking forward to that. Skybolt Zack, 40% off. This is a side-scrolling rhythmic platform runner, so I'm expecting Bit Trip Runner 2 and 3 vibes, and certainly from the gameplay I've seen, it seems to live up to that promise, so excited to get into grips with that. Also, Green Man Game Publishing as well. Interesting. I forgot that they were a publisher. 40% off, Smart City Plan. So this is a game that is trying to give back, I guess, SimCity 2000 and SimCity 3000 to a modern day world. And I'm really interested to see how that kind of comes across, because as someone that gets lost in the minutiae of city skylines for hours at a time, I'm interested to see what I would feel like being back at this kind of view again, I guess. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see how that kind of pans out. Hitchhiker, a mystery game, 34% off. Not been out long. There's a few games that seem to be doing this. We're on a car journey together and we're going to have a story unfold vibe. And this is the first one that's come out. And it seems to be going much more around a like strange murdery mystery type thing. So yeah, intrigued. Also intrigued that it seems to have tanked its reviews a little bit. So hopefully there's not some weird performance patch that's gone wrong. Sock Venture, 34% off. This is a 2D precision platformer. I've seen this game in action. It looks fluid, it looks hardcore, but it looks fair. And that's the key to me for precision platforming, because otherwise I will rage quit and get angry. I like how gorgeous and neon it looks as well. So yeah, looking forward to getting involved in that. The Wind and Wilton Blossom is also sitting in my basket. I'm not sure if I'm going to grab it this time though. It's a tactical RPG with an ukiyo style aesthetic. So that's like the way how it's all drawn in Japanese hand, like wood carving-y type stuff. I'm here just as much for that aesthetic as I am for the actual tactical gameplay, although I've noticed that I've been really enjoying tactical strategy games or turn-based strategy games recently, way more than I ever used to, and it seems to be a newfound kind of hobby for me. And then the last game that I wanted to show was Incredibox. This is a app more than a game, and you select different beatbox stems of music and arrange them together so that you can create your own songs, upload them onto a cloud, and then vote for other people's. It seems to have been going for years. I literally discovered it this weekend, and I'm enjoying it. Okay, so after that very personal tour of things, you can also go to steamdb.info and find out about what are the new historical lows on Steam, or matching lows. And I just thought I'd pull up any historical low that's 60% or more and just kind of run through some of the stuff that's here and just shout out games that I think are good. Appreciate it sounds a bit random, but yay for that. Final Fantasy Type 0 HD is a decent game. Boo, not Grid. Indivisible is a good game. I'd give that a shout out. Rock of Ages 3 is okay. Hot Shots Racing is superb. Definitely thumbs up. Well, definitely 70% off. Would recommend that a lot. Let's keep going. Yesterday is a great point and click game. 80% off, £1.39. I think you can't go wrong with that. Aero is a fantastic rhythm action game where you're riding the currents of things like a spaceship. I wish Kartcraft was better than it is. It needs content, but that's still a good price for a historical low. Just be prepared that no one plays it. And you have to really arrange tournaments online yourself around the couple of circuits that exist. R Factor 2, that's a great price, but R Factor 1 has still stolen my heart. Dirt Rally 2.0 at £4.49. You cannot go wrong with that. Just be aware that that is the simulation style of Dirt Rally, not Dirt, which is the arcade series. Honeycomb Studio is a management game with all kinds of wrong. I did get a review copy, but YouTube put in things that basically meant that you couldn't make content of it. So yeah, it's a good management game. It's just you'll question your morality as you play it. Lost Ember is a lovely, relaxing adventure. as you can see, wolf running around doing all kinds of things. Ayu Senki, I've got that on PS3 actually. It's a lane-based strategy game. Sadly, with a little bit of questionable upskirting going on, but actually really good gameplay. For the King, 66% off, great game. Light Matter, Portal, but with mirrors and lasers, 75% off, great game. A Way Out, 75% off, another fantastic co-op adventure game. The Sexy Brutale, 80% off. That was probably game of the year for me on 2017, or one of them at least. Superb time-based puzzle adventures. Frostpunk, 67% off, great game, great city builder. Distance is quite fun as a racing game. And SteamWorld Heist is a superb turn-based RPG. I've spent many hours on my PS4 version for that. Code Vein, 75% off. That's a great price for that style of game. Souls-like, dare I say. And Tell Me Why is free to keep, and I only just recently bought that, so that's annoying. But I love Don't Nod, and their way of telling stories. So yeah, so that's everything. You can go onto steamdb.info to find out all of this and more. So, yeah, that's everything. What's coming up for the channel this month? We've got several playthroughs coming. I've recorded all of the Buzz Junior games. They'll be coming out on Sundays. On Monday evenings, I've got the remaining tracks for MuSync coming out, a game that I'd done a playthrough for back in 2019, but there was a patch afterwards with loads of extra games, and I've kind of put them into bunches. I've had to do that so that it buys me time to play some quite in-depth games to make reviews on them so that I can keep content coming out nearly every day. What I have found, though, is that I've had a bit of a dip in viewership over the last month or so, whilst also having increased comments telling me that my content is good. So, slightly confused. Maybe it's just the coming and goings with the tides, but I'd really appreciate it if you did spot something that you think, oh, that might be interesting. Come and give it a watch. And I really appreciate any thumbs up or comments that you leave below, because YouTube just doesn't know what to do with me as a channel because I play too many different things and I don't fit into a niche. So anything you can do to kind of help YouTube know that I exist would be grand. So yeah, until then, you guys take care and have a great start to July. Bye-bye.